Welcome back to the Lone Ranger Show with Bruce Woodburn, Cross Country Mortgage. I am the Lone Ranger. I have been lending in Central Florida for 32 years come March 18th. How about that? 32 years. What a great ride. I'm going to tell you something. There's nothing better than having a job where that you're giving people money. I know you got to pay me back, but you just got to pay me back in little tiny installments, for the next 10, 15, 20, or 30 years. But look how much money you're making when you buy homes. I got to be honest with you. Buying real estate and holding real estate has made me a lot of money. And I'm not the smartest guy in the room. Trust me, I'm not. Okay, my wife generally is. Me, not so much. But I'll tell you something. I've done well with it, and I love helping other people do well with it. No gimmicks. Like, I don't think there's any get-rich-quick schemes. And here's the thing. A lot of people call me up, I want to be an investor. I want to be a flipper. And you're not prepared for it. I've had people call me and want to be an investor, and they don't even own their own home to live in. Really? I mean, start with home ownership first. That's the first thing you want to do. There's no such thing as a rich renter. It's time that we really look at what we need to do to become a homeowner. You can't just go through life and be a renter. I mean, that doesn't make any sense at all. It doesn't make any sense at all. So what we want to do is we want to position ourselves so that we can truly look at ourselves and buck the landlord.
Dang, that hurts.
Wow, that did hurt. I'm going to tell you something. I love bucking the landlord. And listen, here's the thing. I'm a landlord, okay? I own properties. I'm a landlord. But my passion is to help you not be a renter. It doesn't make any sense for you to rent. You think about this. Okay, let's just put a couple things in perspective, because this is the thing. These are the kind of things that juice me, all right? So, all right, you're out renting right now. And let's just say you're a husband and wife and 2 kids and a dog, okay? Or a cat. I don't care what your pet is. And you need a 3-bedroom, okay? You need a 3-bedroom because you got, a son and a daughter and a husband and wife, and, they need their own room. So you need at least a 3-bedroom. What's it costing you for a 3-bedroom apartment or house right now? $1,550? $1,650? Well, I'll bet you it does, right? And I mean, some of you may be paying less than that, but most of you aren't. All right. I mean, I see an average rent going for about $1,650. You can get into a $250,000 house for $1,600 a month, including taxes and insurance and mortgage insurance, and you only have to put down 3.5% FHA. Now, your dilemma today, here's your dilemma. We talked about this in the earlier segment, is that home prices have gone up considerably. So Central Florida, Orange Seminole County saw 14.8% increase in prices in 1 year. That means that if you bought a home last year for $250, it's worth $279 now. That's right, $279. You didn't have to do anything but make your mortgage payment, and you would have had to pay a payment if you were renting anyway, and you made yourself like $30,000. It's in 1 year. In 1 year. And you only put down 3.5%. Like, your return on your investment is incredible. So let's just put this in perspective, because if you are an adult and you're listening to this, stop the car, give your head a shake, bang your head against the steering wheel 2 or 3 times, because you're going to need to do that. And then pick up the phone and call me at 407-706-3313. That's 407-706-3313. Or you can text me. That's my number. Okay, that's a real cell phone number. All right. I do have a team that watches that number too, so they may be communicating by text with you and then set up an appointment for you to meet with me. But that's my real number. So you stop the car, hit your head against the steering wheel 2 or 3 times, say, I don't want to rent anymore. I want to become a homeowner. Now, and if you are a parent and you have adult children, or if you are a grandparent and you have adult children, help them become homeowners. It will be the best thing you ever did. Jesus, these kids are spending $100,000, $200,000 on student loans, and they're coming out of school and they're making $45,000 a year. and they got $100,000 in student loans. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Now, granted, you're talking to a 10th grade dropout over here. Okay, I'm not a high school. I'm not a college graduate. I'm certainly not a Harvard graduate, but I am in finance. That's my job. Okay, but here you got these folks that have huge student loans, tons of debt, and they don't make any money. Now, you could give them 10 grand, and you would make them $10,000 a year. $10,000 a year. Okay, let's just say, let's even drop it down from there. Let's just say that they only make 3% per year in appreciation. That's a national average. That's not a Florida average. That's not a Central Florida average, but that's a national average. So if you bought a $300,000 home and you made 3%, you'd make $9,000 a year at 3%. $9,000 a year. That's how much money you're putting in the bank. That's how much money is in your equity bank. Consider your home your equity bank. I think it's the best bank account you can have because I hate banks, okay? I'm not a big fan of banks. And if you want to go to your bank and get a mortgage, great. They love you. They're just the best people in the world. Not. You want to get into a home, get a great mortgage, and start putting money in that equity bank because you're not taxed on that money that you make. Not until you sell the house. And if you sell it as a primary, you're not taxed on it anyways. There's no capital gains for that. So what do you care? You're making money. But here's the thing I like about it. If you were able to save $9,000 a year and put it into your savings account, you're going to piss it away, right? It's going to be gone. You know that. I know that. You're going to need a new transmission one day. The starter went out. You got to put a battery in it. I got to put new tires on my car. My kid needs to go to summer school this year. And, we got to put braces on. And the dog broke his leg. And there's going to be a reason. And you're going to have to tap into that money for some reason. But what's in it, your equity bank, it's forced savings. You don't touch it. You never can touch it. You'd have to refinance your home to be able to pull out the equity. And, I help folks with that all the time. I discourage you from doing that if you are on a wealth building platform to where we're trying to help you retire with money. If you keep pulling money out of your home, you never have it. So what you do is you go charge up all your credit cards and buy your Harley and do all that stuff. And then you come around and you go, oh, Bruce, I got all this equity in my home. Can you pull the equity out so I can pay off my Harley and all my credit cards? And then I do it again in 5 years from now. And I do it again in 5 years from now. And I do it again in 5 more years from now. And you're just a repeat customer for me. And I love you for it. But it's not what I'm here to help you do. I'm here to help you amass wealth. And you can do it the easy way. It's not hard. You don't have to invent something. You don't have to be a doctor, a lawyer, an Indian chief. You don't have to be any of that stuff. You just have to pay your mortgage and not tap into the equity. And when you do that, you will amass wealth. It's not that complicated. But you guys make it more complicated. Stop doing that. 407-706-3313. 407-706-3313. Or apply online at webringyouhome.com. You want an honest opinion? You want somebody that you can call and I'll help you guide you in the right direction, or I'll help steer you in the right direction financially? Hey, I'm happy to yell at you. Call me up. I'll yell at you on the phone a little bit. I love doing that. That's how I get my jollies. But I do it with love. And I do it because I care, and I do it because I want you to experience what I've experienced. So when I say that, I didn't come from money. I lost both my parents when I was a child. I was orphaned at 15 years old. I went the wrong direction on several different occasions. Still do every now and again. But I found people that cared enough about me to guide me in the right direction to do the right thing. And I'm going to help guide you in the right direction to do the right thing. But I might have to yell at you a little bit, all right? So if you like me to yell at you, call me up. I'll yell at you for a little while, but I'll do it with love because I care, and I will. We'll be right back with a little bit more of the Lone Ranger Radio Show. Woo!